Number 22 on the 2025 AMC 12A. Problem 22. Three real numbers are chosen independently and uniformly at random between 0 and 1. What is the probability that the greatest of these three numbers is greater than 2 times each of the other two numbers? In other words, if the chosen numbers are A, B, C, then A is bigger than 2B. So there are two solutions for this problem, calculus and non-calculus, but I'll start with calculus since this is much easier. And then I'll do the a bit harder non-calculus option. So solution 1, calculus. So there are two things that the question gave us. A, B, C. A is bigger than 2B. We need to find the probability for this one. So you can just, for example, from 0 to 1, if there's a number k, then the probability of another number, let's say alpha, being between 0 and k, which means that k is alpha is smaller or equal to k, then just the probability is k 1, so k over 1. So therefore we can apply the same thing here. So there's a scale from 0 to 1, and then let's say that b is here. Then the options that c can be is b, and since a is bigger than 2b, the options that a can be is 1 minus 2b. Now we need to find the probability. So this is the case where both of these actually satisfy. But then we need to we need to find the probability where this is given and a is bigger than 2b satisfies. So therefore b times 1 minus 2b is the one on the top, and the one on the bottom should be, I'll write again, 0 to 1b. So c has b choices and a has, I'll just say it like this, and a has 1 minus b choices. Since we're just ignoring this thing I'm circling red to find the thing that should go under here. So therefore multiply these two and it will be b times 1 minus b. Now therefore the answer is integral 0 to 1 b 1 minus b db. Looks kind of weird. And that under b in integral 0 to 1 b 1 minus 2b db. So we can just calculate this. So the one on the top should be minus 2b squared plus b. So therefore minus 2 over 3b cubed plus 1 over 2b squared is 1. So therefore, so therefore we can calculate this. This is equal to minus 3. So it's minus 1 over 2. Now it might seem strange because this is minus, and the reason why is because if we draw the graph of this, then it actually goes like this, where here is 1 over 2 and here is 1. So therefore we only want to calculate this part here that I'm circling in red right now, because here does not matter at all, because b should not be over 1 over a half, since then if b is over 0.5, then there will be no a. So therefore we shouldn't do 0 to 1, we should do minus 2b squared b cubed plus 0 to 1 over 2. So therefore that is minus 2 over 3 times 1 over 8 plus 1 over 2 times 1 over 4 minus 1 minus 0. So that is minus plus, that is equal to 1. So 1 over 24. Now that is the one that should go on the top. Now we need to just find the what should go on the bottom. I'll write this again. b1 minus b. This is equal to this is minus b squared plus b, so 0 to 1. This is just 0 to 1 because the graph just looks like this. This is equal to, therefore, minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2 minus 0. So 1 over 6. So therefore, the answer is 1 over 24 over 1 over 6, so 1 over 4. So the answer is E. Now next, the no calculus problem, the no calculus solution. So now, if there is a problem like where A and B, so A is bigger or equal to B, and let's say that, well, A is bigger than half of B, and they're also limited to 0 to 1, then how would you solve this question? Just putting this on, like, if we're not using calculus, then we can't do this since this is in the real number range. So therefore, we need to set the x and y axes to A and B. And then we need to calculate the area where this actually satisfies, and then divide it from 1. Now this is the exact same concept where if you see the graph x is smaller than 2y, then the graph will look like, well, x equals to, it will look like, so it will look like this. So this is the same concept with boundaries. So here, if we put this here, then it's just gonna be like A is bigger than 1 over 2b, so the answer would be the area of here, let's say this is 1, for 3 over 4 over 1, so 3 over 4. We're dividing the total area from the included area. So now we just need to apply the same concept to A, B, and C. But instead, since there are 3 variables, so now we apply the same concept here just as we applied it on the 2D plane. Oops. So now I'll draw the axes. This. So this is the A-axis, B-axis, and C-axis. These are on a 3D plane. So first, at the boundaries, there would be a unit cube here. And it will look like this. Now A is bigger than 2B. So just like we did on the 2D plane, A is bigger than 2B. There should be a line connecting this, connecting it like this. So same thing should be here. So therefore, the boundary should be like this weird triangular prism shape, right? Like this. Now we need to put in A is bigger or equal to C, and B is bigger or equal to C. We don't need to put A is bigger or equal to B because we already have this, and this overrides A is bigger or equal to B. So now we need to draw B is bigger or equal to C. So the line should be like this, and it's this side here. So therefore, this line here should go up to all the way here. So it's gonna cut this triangular prism like this. And then lastly, A is bigger or equal to C. There would be something like this that's cutting it. Now this doesn't matter at all because this pink line here, this already cut it, so there's nothing more to cut. So therefore, this should look like, although this is very hard to see, this should look like, and I'll draw it from this perspective. So it's like, this here is here above. we go this way, like this. So this dot is this dot here. So it's like this. So that's literally the shape. Now to calculate the area of this, we can just multiply the area of this. Okay, so we can just treat this as a prism like this. So therefore the area of this red colored part is 1 over 8, 1 over 2, 1 over 2. And now we need to multiply 1 divided by 3. Therefore, it is 1 over 24. Now, again, I said this before, but we're calculating the probability where A, B, C in order is given. So now we need to figure out the area of A, B, C in order. Okay, so draw the boundary again. So here, oops. Now we do the exact same thing as before. While we ignore A is bigger than 2B. So first A is bigger or equal to B. Line here, line here, line here. And they all cut each other. So first these two cut would meet at this point here, like this middle point. And this is again cut like this. Oh, so therefore, it's the exact same thing, but then now it's a triangular prism where this blue part is the same as this part. However, we saw here that this blue part area is 1 over 8. This blue part here area is 1 over 2. So therefore, it's 1 to 4. And this area is 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1 over 3, so it's 1 over 6. So we get the exact same thing as the calculus. So therefore, the answer is 1 over 24 over 1 over 6 equals 1 over 4. So the answer is E, 1 over 4.